Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. It's Friday, and haven't really been doing too many reviews, guys. Been pretty busy. Busy times right now. My wife is due to give birth to our second baby, uh, beginning of next month, maybe even the end of this month. So busy times, guys. But uh, got a little bit of got off a little bit early today. Um, kind of got the house to myself for right now, and thought I'd throw in a couple reviews today. So the first one I want to do is something a little bit different that different from the usual bourbon or Irish whiskey or Scotch that we review here. This one is from Buffalo Trace, but it's White Dog, and what White Dog is pretty much just raw whiskey straight out of the still. This is what bourbon is before it becomes bourbon. Before the aging process, before that they dilute it. Whiskey when it comes out of the still, guys, it's high proof. There's just clear. There's nothing, no color, character, anything like that to it. Of course, because that's all about the aging process in the barrel. So as I said, straight out of the still, raw whiskey. White Dog mash number 1, and it's got the regular Buffalo Trace corn, rye, and malted barley mash bill. This is the kind of whiskey that the pioneers drank when made and drank when they were coming across the plains a couple hundred years ago. They didn't have time, of course, to age their whiskey. I mean, there was no time for that. So they just made it in the still and drank it, and that's the way it was. So kind of a throwback whiskey here, guys. Kind of a cool thing to have. This was about $18. I think Buffalo Trace probably put it out just so you can, us whiskey fans can appreciate the effort that goes into making great whiskey. The aging process is so important. They just, I think, wanted us to have their product in its infancy. So that's what this is. I'll read you the back of the bottle here. It says, in Kentucky, buffalo carved the pathway followed by America's first explorers. Those brave pioneers distilled whiskey using traditional methods and drank it right off the still. They called it White Dog. This raw distillate was clear, unaged, and had a hint of sweet corn. Later distillers discovered this spirit was perfect for aging, creating what we know today as fine Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. We're still making whiskey on the spot where ancient buffalo once crossed the Kentucky River, and following centuries of time-honored distilling tradition. Enjoy this White Dog the way Americans did more than 200 years ago. So that's it, guys. Give it a little pour. I'm not going to pour too much of this one because it is kind of, I'm not going to say rough, but it's 125 proof, and there's no bourbon character, of course, to kind of compensate for that little bit of harshness. We take a look at this, and on the appearance, of course, there's no color in it. It hasn't been aged in oak barrels. But one thing I will say about the appearance is it's got kind of an oily substance to it. It's no water diluting this one. It's just straight out of the still. So you're going to have kind of a thicker, kind of clings to the glass a little bit. So going for a smell. And on the nose, guys, you get a ton of sweet corn, a little bit of spice from the rye, and a little bit of like kind of a vanilla undertone. So that's what you're dealing with here. Let's go in for a taste. And on the palate, I mean, you can tell this is, you can kind of imagine what the barrel does to White Dog to make it bourbon. You can taste the corn, you can taste the rye, but other than that, it's just got a strong alcohol kick to it. So, um, it's kind of nice to taste whiskey um, before it becomes bourbon. It's kind of nice to taste the original stuff that comes out of the still. I like that, and I think anybody who appreciates the bourbon process, the aging process and all that, I think you guys will appreciate this one. So I'm not gonna give this one a rating because it's just raw whiskey, guys. It wouldn't be fair to rate it. I don't think it's good stuff, but be prepared for a little bit of a kick, and don't expect something delicious with a lot of character. Of course, it's raw whiskey straight out of the still. Just kind of imagine, you know, just what the aging process does to this one, and I think you guys will appreciate it for what it is. That's going to be it for this review, guys. If you have any requests or anything, please let me know. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a few whiskeys ready to go in the cabinet right now. A few for future reviews. I'm going to have one more review today. So looking forward to that. And I'll talk to you guys again shortly. And until next time, cheers.